Hi Sagittarius, how are you? And if you're new, hi, welcome. My name is Michelle, and today we're going with your reading. Before I start, I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. Please keep in mind that the energies can be inverted. And with this said, let's move forward. Gosh, let's move forward. So we have right away the Sun in the reverse, the Four of Wands, the King of Swords, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the Magician, the Nine of Pentacles, the Moon in the reverse, the Hangman, the Page of Swords in the reverse, and at the bottom we got the Death card. We got Scorpio energy, Leo energy, Libra energy, Pisces energy, Virgo and Capricorn energy as well. So there is, I don't know if you're married or you're in a relationship. I'm gonna start there and then I want to move to singles. So first of all, if you're in a relationship or marriage, I do see like this person that you're with, even though that they could be charming and nice, I do feel like they're very draining. They lack a little bit of empathy and understanding, into where understanding that you also get tired. So I do feel like this is not a teamwork, this is just not partnership, this is just, honestly, it seems based on the card, a one-sided connection. And I feel like this is your root of unhappiness and sadness or grumpiness. Even though that you could have everything, you don't have empathy, you don't have help, you don't have a partner, you have somebody else to take care of energetically. And if you cook and clean everything, this is what it seems like. And relationships are not a roommate kind of thing. Relationships are supposed to be a partnership, and I do feel like this is not happening here. So this is why you feel unhappy, and I feel like you have voiced this, but it feels like you are not heard. And the cards are saying that you're not wrong, that exactly how you feel, you're entitled to it, because the cards shows that maybe when you guys were dating, it was different, but it does seem a huge difference here, a huge difference. So I'm sorry. Now, if you are single and ready to mingle, or maybe talking to somebody, you could be in the talking stages, you could be in the early stages of the relationship. It does seem like this person is going to be like the person I just described before, which is somebody who lacks of empathy, and it's just a one-sided relationship, and they just don't want to help you. This is how it is. It's just nothing, I can't. No, they just don't want to help you. And unless you're ready for that, I will highly recommend you to reconsider. Now, moving from that, I feel that you need to connect a little bit more with your spirituality. I feel that this will allow you to have more, I will say, clarity into where to go, what to do. It'll help you to express and understand your emotions. Maybe you should get a journal and write down your emotions as well, if you feel like. I do feel like that helps a lot. But I do feel in the money sense, when it comes to you, things are not where they should be. I feel like some of you have left your dreams and desires behind due to this connection. Or if you're single, and like I said before, and you already work, and whenever you get to this connection, they want you to stop doing that. Don't do it, because it's just not gonna work for you, and you will never look how you look right now if you're single, because this person thinks that just giving you a roof over your head, that's enough, and they just going to age you entirely. You're gonna look older than what you are. I do feel like some of you are thinking, now if you are in a relationship, I do see that some of you are thinking of ending this connection, and I feel like it's a scary thought, but you have to actually plan things correctly, make sure that you're not only safe, but it's also the correct thing to do before jumping into conclusions. Maybe therapy, couples therapy, or counseling could be an option before, because I see right now you're very upset and very like emotional, so that should be a thing to consider if you wanted to. Others of you is believe a person when they show you who they are right away. if they're actually not playing games and showing you immediately who they are and what they want and where you're gonna be, there's no need for you to doubt it, because people tend to show you who they are immediately. So there's no need for you to give them unlimited amounts of chances. Okay, they're telling me that you are a star and you are very blessed, that you are very blessed and you have all this magic within you. But as of right now, there's a lot of healing. I feel like you lack of confidence. The fact that you may not feel the best or your best is also a blockage in your manifestation power. But there's a little thing to tell you, do not forget who you are. That's what they're telling me. No, somebody that loves you is never gonna make you feel like that. Of course, nobody's perfect, and if they put the effort into changing and you actually see the change, everything is possible. But this person especially is just like very to themselves, and they are really not needing for change because they're benefiting out of it, you know. So at this point, somebody who is seeing it as, okay, I don't care if you're sad or anything, as long as I benefit myself from it, it's somebody that you need to think about if it's worth being there, you know. I do see with the 7 of Cups right here, you do have options right now. Maybe that you're not available, but you do. And if you're single, again, you have options. Even if you feel like they're not here, you do. And most likely, if you don't like this kind of person, giving a person a chance who is showing you who they are at the beginning is going to make you in the future regret it. So at this point, they want you to maybe love yourself enough to be comfortable with your own presence and feeling yourself fulfilled, and to where you don't feel the need to choose an energy that is lower than your expectations, if I make myself clear. So you have abundant, unlimited resources of opportunities that are either or right now you can't have because of obvious reasons, or depends on your situation, right? You may not be seeing them because you're looking at the wrong person, perhaps, if you're not really married. I feel like your world is upside down, and right now everything feels heavy and negative. With the 7 of Wands in the reverse, it does say like you need to work on standing up for yourself without arguing, because when you fight fire with fire, often you create. What do you create? Tell me. A fucking fire, right? Oops, I didn't want to say that word. Hopefully I can edit that out. If not, the intention was there to edit it out. But anyways, when you fight fire with fire, you create more fire, pretty much. I know it's a very basic and cliche word, but it makes sense. So at this point, it's more about standing up for yourself and actually start doing things that are beneficial for your future, regardless of opposition, right? Now, others of you is telling you also, you don't need to scream and raise your voice to make your point across. The same way they don't need to do that either. So at this point, it's all about boundaries, and not only have boundaries, but also make sure that people can follow them. Don't be saying to people, if you do this, I'm gonna leave, and then not leave. You know what I'm saying? Because then they don't see it as a boundary, they'll see it as a joke. Now, I feel like this connection is going to be troublesome. It's going to be troubled because, once again, I feel somebody who, in his energy, that he or whoever this person is, they think like they're perfect. They think like, oh, I haven't done this, I don't need to change. And somebody who does not understand that they need to change, it just will never change. So you can give them your whole life and they will never. You're never going to win there. You could be dealing with a narcissist too. And keep in mind, if you're starting to see somebody and you feel like this could resonate, a narcissist is very charming at the beginning. They will love bomb you to get everything out there so you fall in love, and then boom, take it all away. Now, I do see as well that you could have unlimited opportunities in work. I feel like marketing is your source. You could actually be good cooking. You could be good at multiple things, but I don't feel like you are able to do it right now, or you're not doing it right now, exploring your full potentials. And they're telling you that this is why you feel stuck, because since you were born, you were meant for bigger and greater things. And I say right now, you're not doing none of those things. And for you to find out, we need to find balance within your life and within your emotions, and of course mental health, to make sure that you are doing the correct decision or making the correct decisions based on what you really want to do. And I feel like this month, last month actually, has been very tough in a lot of air signs and fire signs specifically. So there's a need for understanding that no, it's not just you who is going through that, which means that the universe chose important energies because they're making it for your higher good, even though that it feels the opposite. And others of you, if you're not married or anything, it's just pretty much that you tend to hesitate too much and procrastinate too much sometimes, into where opportunities can become missed opportunities. I don't know, I do readings in English and Spanish, and sometimes when I'm speaking English I stop and I'm like because I want to say things in Spanish, and I do the same thing in English. It's like now I'm equally as mediocre. Anyways, in two languages for me, I just cannot speak neither. Anyways, with the Empress right here, you are heading towards an awakening and transformation, or you have been. And keep in mind that it's just like a roller coaster, very, very vile, very, very difficult. They're telling you that this could take up to 9 months into you achieving whatever exactly that you're meant to. So keep in mind that every single process is different, allowing you to experience. You are human, you're not meant to be perfect. Being human is being able to have human experiences, human emotions, and work through them. Okay, others of you could be experiencing pregnancy soon. I do feel some of you have ancestors and cultures that if you live in the US or in a different country, it's not something that you see around much, your culture or perhaps your beliefs, and maybe your family has stopped doing it for generations. Maybe your grandma did, but after your grandma that stopped or so. It's telling me right here that I do feel like your ancestors and your people from past lives are actually healing those wounds through you, and that's why you may feel so called into doing connecting with spirituality. Now keep in mind, spirituality has a lot of roots left and right, into where you can go with whatever it is that makes you feel like home. But I do feel like that's why some of you are very called into spirituality, even though that it's not the usual religion perhaps that your family practices. I say right now, they want you to be careful and be very clear in what you say, what you want. You soon are going to be having to make important decisions, and you have to be, I will say, practical when it comes to that. So with the 9 of Wands, keep in mind that if you don't make those decisions and, I don't know, be practical at times, you're going to continue hurting or continue to be where you are right now. And if you're not content with where you are right now, there's a need for you to work on things to change that. With the 9 of Cups right here, I do feel like you are full of life and full of many gifts, and you are a natural leader. So I feel like right now you are suppressing all of that, and it's a need for you to find out what is making you suppress that. I do feel like it's even affecting your money and your potential success in financial, I don't know, freedom that you could have. I do feel like you're gonna receive important messages, and this could be also important news messages. This could be also a letter in the mail. But keep in mind that you need to be happy with yourself before you're happy with everything else. And I do sense an emotion of betrayal, unhappiness, feeling alone, feeling like you have to do everything on your own. It's like always being unhappy and on the tower moment. So I do feel that there's a need for you to work on that. I will say, like, perhaps maybe consider therapy if you could, because I feel like it will help you understand more. But I do feel like you're carrying weights that do not belong to you, and I feel like you are a natural queen and you are holding back your true potential because of everything that's been happening around you, babe. So with this said, I feel like this is something that you could be working on, you know, like maybe try to find answers, maybe, you know, consider therapy or so, if that's something that you would like to do. So at the end of the day, of course, you are the queen and king of your own life, but they're telling you that you're amazing and have a lot of potential. It's just about, like, you know, making the right decisions and making sure that everything you do is exactly where you want to be, because like I always say, decisions are always they always coming with consequences. So whatever you do today, make sure that it's what you want to do, because it will affect the tomorrow and your future with consequences. The only consequence that is worth going through is the ones that you think about and you say, hey, I would have done it at the same time, I would have done it anyways. So that's why you need to be sure that any decisions you make are coming from within you, not by other people's opinion, not even tarot readings, you know what I'm saying? Because you're the one responsible for them. So it says good luck for sure, believe it, indeed, and proceed, and says year. So this is the universe answers deck that, you know, this is pretty much the cards you got. And before I say goodbye to you, my beautiful babe, I am going to, my goodness, I am going to give you an archangel card with, or angel card with a number. I'm sorry, I've been having a very tough week, guys, so I'm like trying to get to what I need to be. There we go. So you have 1717 and 1010. It's up to you. It says moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movements, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. Then 1717, which is the one that left, or I mean that fell, it says drama alert. Oof, drama alert, independence, soul mission, alone time, learning, healing, aspirations. Take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need time to think things over and consider your options. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you're heading in the right direction. What appears to be a lull in activity is just a natural part of the process. So this is the end of the reading. I hope you liked it, babe. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'll try next time. Please do not forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. I offer readings in English and Spanish, by the way, and they're all gonna be on their own playlist. Please feel free to also follow me outside of YouTube. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, where I offer episodes in English and Spanish. I do offer personal readings. All the links are gonna be always in the description box below. Thank you so very much, and you have an amazing day.